Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now August 22nd of 2020, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker saga, a lot of fans around the world have been very excited about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm, given that Kathleen Kennedy, as of right now, has little to no involvement over the creative process of this new universe, except for the Leslie Headland Star Wars TV show. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, there's no doubt about it that by far one of the fan-favorite characters of the Star Wars franchise is no other than Anakin Skywalker, portrayed by Hayden Christensen in the prequels, and of course what's to come in the near future by Disney and Lucasfilm are really going to be something for the fans to enjoy. Now, we do know that Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are really doing everything they can in order to really fix things after the sequel trilogy. There's no doubt about it that after the sequels, a lot of fans left Star Wars and said that they were done with this, that they're pretty much, moving on forever. And those are the exact types of fans that Disney's trying to regain. They're trying to bring back the lost fans because of what happened with episode 8 and 9, all because of Kathleen Kennedy interrupting with the creative process of those movies and really deleting so many scenes, mind you, for episode 9 that was really going to be a far different film than what we got. Now, on top of all of this, we do know that Disney Plus is a main focus point for Disney. They're going to have tons of TV shows on there, ranging from the Kenobi series to the Ahsoka show, to more animated content like The Bad Batch and a new Rebel sequel series, and tons of more coming our way throughout this decade of the 2020s. Now, what's really exciting all has to do with Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker, where now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are now focused on their new Star Wars universe as well as their new trilogy. It's explained that currently both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are developing their multiple plans in order to reunite the Star Wars fandom and are doing incredible projects with actor Hayden Christensen, who once played Anakin/Vader. It's explained that Lucasfilm was getting ready to film the Kenobi TV series 1 month earlier than January of 2021's plans, and are prepping for a major scene to be shot, or at least to begin shooting, as soon as December of this year. It's explained that this will be the beginning phase of a scene that will involve an intense vision of Anakin Skywalker/Darth Vader that will be considered to be a frightening, horror-esque scene in the new Star Wars series. Now, the scene is set to involve a moment in which Obi-Wan Kenobi is sitting outside of his home on Tatooine, reading through a Jedi book of some kind, where he begins to hear the voices of Anakin's screams on Mustafar in the background. During this time, the scene is planned to involve Kenobi near a giant bonfire, where he begins to see Anakin Skywalker crawling out of the fire, and from the ground appearing inside the suit of Darth Vader, where his helmet begins to crumble and reveals the face of Anakin, as if he was never burned. Now, it's noted that the scene is already past the storyboarding process and is planned to get filmed as soon as this December. The scene is also going to involve both Kenobi and a fully armored Anakin Skywalker as Darth Vader without the mask to fight in a lightsaber duel on Tatooine, with the rise of the binary sunset seen in the distance on Tatooine. Now, it's described that they plan to give Hayden a red lightsaber blade to work with in this major scene planned for the Kenobi TV series as he appears before Obi-Wan Kenobi. Lucasfilm creatives actually plan to embrace the flash fight techniques that J.J. Abrams was originally going to use in Episode 9, where Tatooine will transform into the world of Mustafar, with the castle scene in the background as the fight progresses between Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. Now, the scene is best described to be involving tons of training for both Hayden and Ewan, some rehearsals in order to get the scene done correctly for the fans to enjoy, and that initially when Kathleen Kennedy, mind you, was involved with the script writing process of this series, is that she didn't want anything to do with Anakin Skywalker and or Hayden Christensen. It wasn't until she lost her creative control that Bob Chapek considered bringing in Hayden as Anakin on board to really reel in the fans, to really recapture of what happened in Episode 3 of Revenge of the Sith, and that's exactly what Chapek is aiming to do. What he essentially wants to do is that he wants to set the bar for Disney Star Wars. This new series is going to be far more superior, if you will, than The Mandalorian, because they're going to go way over budget in comparison to the budget of The Mandalorian. Now, mind you, There's going to be fewer episodes in the Kenobi TV show, 6 episodes to be exact so far. That could always change, they could always elongate it if they want to, but as of right now, the show is aimed for 6 episodes for the first season, 1 hour long each. So that's essentially a 6-hour film, if you want to put it that way, because they're going to really make these episodes feel like an actual movie, if you will. They don't want to make it feel small scale. They don't want to make it feel too independent. They really want to make it feel like an actual direct sequel to Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, showing us exactly what happened to Kenobi's life and Anakin/Vader's life 8 years after Episode 3. And yes, this series does in fact take place 8 years after. So here's the thing that's really surprising, is the fact that they're really going to go all out with these flash fight, vision-esque sequences that were originally created by J.J. Abrams for The Rise of Skywalker. Now you guys may recall that this was an idea originally by J.J. and how he really wanted to embrace this overall concept, and that Kathleen Kennedy intervened and deleted all of the flash fight sequences for Episode 9, where Rey and Kylo Ren were originally going to fight on Tatooine, to Naboo, to all these different worlds like Ahch-To and Dagobah, everywhere. You know, basically it's like a vision where the background actually changes. It would have honestly been a very, I guess you could say, magical scenery, you know, for the fight between Rey and Kylo, and they want to kind of utilize that in this new Star Wars TV series, The Kenobi Show, between both Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi, technically Darth Vader. And I think the thing that's going to be the most impressive out of this is that they are aiming to give Hayden Christensen, playing Vader, a brand new set of Darth Vader armor, a different design of Darth Vader armor that we have yet to see. So that's going to be another exciting aspect of the Kenobi show, is that we, the fans, we, the community, are actually going to witness a brand new type of Darth Vader armor that we have never seen before. Do I think it's going to be all that significant to the point where you're going to be like, that's not Darth Vader? I don't think so. I think that there's going to be just some big design changes in the more minor areas of his suit, where the iconic ones will remain, like the control panel and his mask and stuff around those lines, his cape. But the overall new design difference could very well involve something very different than we have ever seen before, for all we know. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what this new suit is going to look like on Hayden Christensen for, of course, for the first episode of the Kenobi TV series, which is where they plan to actually incorporate this vision into, to really make things epic right off the bat for Star Wars fans. And that, to me, sounds like a great start for the Kenobi show. After all, you know, Disney has to go all out. They can no longer accept or afford any more failures down the road, given the global crisis at hand here. You know, there's a lot of studios out there that really have to go all out and play their cards correctly to really get movies and TV shows done right for specific fandoms or specific fans at that. Now, I think the thing here that a lot of fans are going to enjoy the most is how we're going to be able to see Mustafar once again. Mustafar will play a major role in this new show, the Kenobi TV show, whatever it may be called, officially speaking. Mustafar coming back, we always knew that the Rogue One writers actually said that they do plan to bring back Mustafar and Darth Vader's castle in numerous ways in the near future, and here we have it. This most likely is exactly what they were talking about back in 2017, sometime after Rogue One: A Star Wars Story released in 2016. So I think that we're really due in for a treat. I think a lot of fans are really going to respect what Bob Chapek has in store, what George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni are working on by calling the creative choices and the shots on this new show. And I think that Deborah Chow, she's going to do an amazing job, you know, directing some of the major scenes in this movie. I think that she's really going to nail it, because if you saw her work in The Mandalorian, I honestly believe it was one of the best episodes of Season 1 of The Mandalorian, and it just goes to prove that she really does have a lot of, you know, creativity in her mind in order to get the job done. So with that being said, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. And thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.